Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another live stream here on Max Coverage TV, the place to be for all your sports wants, news, and needs, and most importantly, live streams here for your Yankees offseason news and other MLB content. How you doing? How you looking? How you living? How you feeling out there on YouTube? If you are new to the channel and you love the Yankees as much as I do, and as much as everybody in the chat does, hit that subscribe button, ring the notification bell so you know when I go live next time or when I make a video. If you're in the chat right now, live in full effect, thank you so much. Y'all are the GOATs. Smash that like button in the smithereens. You already know. Thank you so much for the support. And lastly, if you're watching on the replay, drop me some comments down below. After the show is over, I will answer all your comments. Thank you for tuning in, everybody. We have some news this Monday. First and foremost, happy Monday to you all. Hope your weekend was great. I hope you enjoyed your weekend. If you have your favorite football team in the playoffs, I know you're happy. Sadly, if your team did not make the playoffs, I'm sorry. But it's Monday. It's a new start to the week. Hopefully it's full of success, full of greatness, full of, just flat out fun. It's Monday, baby. I know it's not the best. I know it's not the best day of the week, but thank you for joining me this Monday. Well, let's get the roll call going, man. We got Herbert in the chat. Good to see you. Cadzilla, a.k.a. Cagezilla. That's what I call him. You already know Kzilla wants Luis Arraez badly. We got Siciliano in the chat. Good to see you, John S. We also have John the Beagle Dad. Thank you for popping in, bro. How you doing, man? Hopefully it's some good news your way, bro. Stetson in the chat. We got more money, more problems. Hey. More money, more problems. Hey. What up, bro? Dr. Van, good to see you. We got Miss Norma checking in, the winner from last month's giveaway. Congratulations again, Norma. Your merch is on the way. Joshua, good to see you. Says get Luis Arraez right now. That could be in play. Jasmine, I got a new Yankee shirt. Got it from Amazon. Nice. There you go. Hey, congratulations to your Broncos, bro. Congratulations. I doubted y'all. But y'all kicked some arse, and Bo Nix is him, bro. I love Mims too. Mims is one of my favorite players on your team. Graham in the house says, evening. Where are you from, Graham? Are you from across the pond? Bill O, my guy, good to see you. Oh, John, no way. No way, man. Carlton's in the chat. Let's get Luis Arraez. Shout out to everyone. Thank you to the 50 so far in the house. Smash that like button. That's the best support I can get. Thank you so much. Argo, good to see you once again in the chat. Thanks for popping back in. Packers and Broncos, both 7 seeds. I know. Hey, I did doubt y'all too. Congratulations to Jaden Daniels and the Commanders, a.k.a. the Redskins, whatever you want to call them. But we got some news, man. We got some Yankee news, and it's some pretty interesting news. Hold on. I want to shout out to this fan base real quick. I want to shout out to everybody because we do these shows every single day almost. I try to. I know I didn't Saturday and Sunday. I was busy. The weekends are usually busy for me. But I want to shout out to this fan base because you guys and girls, y'all know some baseball. That's first and foremost. When the Dodgers signed Hyesum Kim last week, multiple people, and by the way, has anyone noticed the new player on the mic? You know who this is? This is the captain, baby. I told you I had a new player on the mic soon, and here he is, the debut. Anyway, going back. The fan base was talking about Gavin Lux. And look at what we have here. A lot of y'all were saying, do you think Gavin Lux could be in play now for a trade potentially after the Dodgers signed Hyesum Kim? I said could be in play. Max Muncy as well was another name tossed around. But it is facts. It's facts, man. The Yankees have continued to discuss a Luis Arraez trade with the Padres per Jeff Passan. Passan also confirms that the Yankees have looked into Gavin Lux for second base as well. And this is from our guys talking Yanks. Want to shout them out. But we've been talking about Luis Arraez for a while now. Almost every single day we've been talking about Luis Arraez here. And you know what? that's why I brought this poll question up to everybody. I want everybody's opinion. Who would you much rather have? Would you much rather have Luis Arraez, a 3-time batting champion, a leadoff hitter, of course? He's been bounced around from team to team every single year. Seems like he's like teams are playing hot potato with Luis Arraez. He's yours now. He's yours now. Seems like teams don't want to pay this man. Or do you want to go out there with Gavin Lux? And I'll bring up Gavin Lux in a second. We've been going through Luis Arraez stats. We've been going through all the ins and outs with Luis Arraez, but let's talk about Gavin Lux here in a second. I'm going to bring up his contract. I'm going to bring up his stats. I'm going to bring up all that good stuff on the screen. But would you much rather have Arraez or Gavin Lux? Gavin Lux, a little bit younger. I think they're the same age, 27, 28 years old. I think he's a better defender, no doubt about it. Gavin Lux is a better defender than Luis Arraez, but there's no doubt about it. Luis Arraez is a better hitter, no doubt about it. So what would you guys prefer? Do you value defense for this middle of the infield, or do you value a leadoff hitter who's way below average defender, who's slow, or do you much rather defend, or you lean more the Gavin Lux way? John S. is saying Arraez. K. Zilla saying Arraez. I see that from the poll question, a lot of you guys are voting for Luis Arraez as well. What's up, Steven? How you doing, bro? Razel in the house says Arraez. Arthur says Arraez is a bat we need. So a lot of the fan base is leaning towards Arraez. Victorino, good to see you, man. I saw Billo says when we get 50 likes, he's going to take a shot. Damn, hey, Billo says I'm starting early, baby. So smash that like button. Let's get Billo turned. What's up, D-Rod? Good to see you, brother. Let's see who else. We got Argo saying Luis Arraez would be a chill pill for the entire lineup. Second is Gavin Lux. Dark horse is Edward Julian. Ooh, we haven't really talked anything about Julian. I know you're talking about, though. You play for the Twins. Is he a free agent, or is that you're talking about for a potential trade, Argo? Arraez makes up for his sus defense with excellent hitting. I mean, no doubt about it. The guy's a 3-time batting champion. I'm going to bring up his stats once again because I want to see. The one thing that I fear with Arraez is he is a slow player. I know he's a leadoff guy. Are you concerned with him clogging up the bases a little bit? Base running is a thing that the Yankees need to improve on next season. Of course, base running, on-base percentage, situational hitting, defense. So it's kind of like the Yankees are sitting at a table right now, and they're looking at two pills, the red pill or the blue pill, and they're talking to themselves. They're saying, do we prioritize hitting, or do we prioritize just getting this infield defensively where it needs to be? That's where the Yankees are sitting now. We got my guy to Ace Avenue in the chat, man. Thanks for popping in. Where is he? Hold on. Where's your comment? There he is. What's up, to Ace? Good to see you, bro. Ace is saying, give me Gavin Lux. Hard pass on Arraez. Ooh, okay. Okay. Not too worried about his speed on the bases, says Razel. Okay. Jose, give me some good news because dump the Giants keeping GM and coach. I know, Jose. So, yeah, the Giants keeping Dayball and Joe Shane. That's crazy to me, honestly, Jose. But some good news here, hopefully, for you. You know, the Yankees are actively in trade talks with potentially Arraez or Gavin Lux is from Jeff Passan. Also, the Michael K show is on right now. And I think he's bringing on, I don't know for sure, but I think John Heyman might go on that show. So we might have some news break during the show as well. I might take the defenses, my boy French. You know where I'm leaning, man. You know where I'm leaving. Gavin Lux he's not the best glove there is. And let's bring up Gavin Lux here. Let's bring up his stats. Let's kind of dive into Gavin Lux a little bit here. So 27 years old, of course, dealt with injuries. You know, what was it? In 2023, he tore his ACL in spring training, which awful news for him. Last season, he had a 251 batting average, 320 on base, 383 slug with a 703 OPS. Now, the numbers aren't special. with the bat. That's what I'm saying. Defensively, he's not the greatest either. His range, 34 percentile. Arm strength is 7 percentile. So, I mean, out of the two, if you're looking at these numbers, man, I mean, I think the Yankees are much rather lean the Arraez way because they're both below average defensively. Gavin Lux is a little bit better than Arraez because of his range, but the numbers, look at him, man. They're not great. He's below average strikeout percentage. He is a above average walk rate guy, but Steve is asking how long are the contracts. So here's Gavin Lux's contract right here. Since we're bringing up the contract, you will get Gavin Lux for at least 2 years, and you get him for cheap. You know what I'm saying? He's still in arbitration. He's an unrestricted free agent in 2027. So I'll bring up Arraez's contract here in a second, but I guarantee you it's going to be way bigger than that 2.7. That's estimate, by the way. That's with the arbitration and all that stuff. But, the numbers aren't really wowing you off the page by any means. What's up, Andrew? How you doing, bro? Good morning to you, man. So if you're looking at this, and let me bring up Arraez real quick, and let me bring up his contract, because that's not really anything special. The Yankees might go the cheaper route, which is Gavin Lux, but I think they need to focus on bettering this team now. So, yeah, they're the same age. 27 years old. Here's Luis Arraez's numbers. Of course, the fielding is terrible, like one of the worst fielders in baseball. But like Arthur says, very few pitchers can strike this guy out with the whiff rate at 69 or 6.9%, the strikeout rate at 4.3%. And of course, he's a career. This is insane with this guy, man. A career 323 hitter. Damn. He's not fast. He's not fast at all. So that's the one thing I was concerned about, was clogging up the bases. But I mean, if he's getting on base almost every single time up, is he faster than Stanton? I think he still has a better. I still think he has a slight advantage over Stanton. I don't think anybody's faster than or anybody slower than Stanton in this league. Argo says red pill is Luis Arraez, the blue pill is Gavin Lux, purple pill is Edward Julian, all trade options. I'll bring up Julian here in a second. 33 likes. Let's smash that like button. Smash that thing, guys. Thank you so much. Who can play third? So that's the thing. Right now, it seems like, I know the Yankees and Jack Curry and Michael Kay even doubled down on it, but supposedly the Yankees want to move Jazz back to second base. But the third base market is a lot weaker than the second base market. I'm talking about via trade. Now, you can go Arenado, but the Yankees have already said they're out on Arenado. You could sign Alex Bregman for third. Yankees they're not going to do that, it looks like. So where does that leave us? Yohan Moncada? You know what I'm saying? Not really what I want. Second base wise, you have guys like Gavin Lux, Luis Arraez, Edward Julian is what Argo just brought up. I don't know. I haven't heard anything about Julian though. But there's other options out there. I mean, if they want to sign someone cheap like Jorge Polanco, Donovan Solano, don't want that to happen. But I feel like there's more options with second base. Yeah, Jazz looking at third, Siciliano. But if that's the case, if the Yankees do in fact move Jazz back to second base, then what are they going to do? I just feel like there's more options leaving Jazz at third. Frank in the house says, how is a guy who's 5'10" and weighs 175 not fast? Arraez needs to speed train. He ain't a big dude. That's facts, Frank. That is facts. Like, yeah, 5'10", 175. He should be moving down those bases, bro. But that's what's like a little concerning. He had 9 stolen bases, though. He had 9 stolen bases. I mean, we won a lot more than that as a leadoff hitter. Don't get me wrong. But it just sucks, man, because we have Stanton DHing. If we had a DH spot open, bro, I would say go all in for Luis Arraez. He would be your DH and your leadoff hitter. But the fact is, we would have to throw him into the field. So let me do something here. I want to see what position that he played. the most last season. I know it's DH, but I'm talking about in the field. Actually, he played first base 69 times, DH 47 times, and second base 42. So he kind of was everywhere for the Padres. Interesting. Yeah, here, let me bring it up. So that's what I'm looking at right here is all the games he's played last season. What's up, Irie? Popping in the chat. So they're looking at a 1 year, $10.6 million contract for Arraez. And I'm pretty sure after this year, he's a free agent. Let me see something. So that's something maybe the Yankees are looking at is like control. Yeah, so his contract's looking like now they're estimating 13.7 on this SPO track, but he's a free agent after this year, so maybe the Yankees are looking at years of control. I don't know if that's going to have anything in play, but the big G will get hurt, so we have Arraez at DH when needed, and then Correa at second. That's true. Or they can shift Jazz to second base and then have a platoon, which I don't want. I'm just throwing out options out there. You know, Cabrera can play third and DJ can play third. We don't want DJ out there, but unfortunately, he's still on the team, so you have to look at his name. Peraza, like Billo said, we have Peraza. I really think Peraza is going to have a good spring. If he's still on this team now, things can change, man. We're a little above a month away until pitchers and catchers report. So things can change quick. Do they trade Peraza for somebody? I don't think they will, but it's possible. Are there defensive splits with Arraez where he played better or worse? Just curious because he may have been bad at second, but a stud at first. Well, the range is bad. So defensively, let me see, fielding wise. Let's see here. At first, here, bring it up on the screen. This is his defensive splits right here. So looks like he is a little bit worse on first base than second base. You know, with the Marlins minus 6%. I mean, that's with Miami though. Like, let's be honest, bro. He played a little bit. He played better, but not as much on second with the Padres. And then first base wise, he played a lot more on first. So, I mean, it's a small sample size if you compare the two from first and second. But it looks like from these stats right here, he played a little bit better at second, but it's a small sample size, like I said. You're looking at 32 attempts compared to 170. What's up, Scott the Superman? How you doing, brother? Good to see you, man. Shout out to everyone in the house. Reno in the house says the fact that y'all even think Lux will be traded before the season even starts is goofy. And when that day comes, he sure as hell ain't going to the Yankees after we just embarrass y'all. Damn, Reno. That's how you feel? Hey, bro, I'm just showing what's facts. And the fact is that this man, Jeff Passan, reported today that the Yankees are discussing a trade and looking into Gavin Lux. That's it. I'm not saying it's going to happen. I'm not saying it's going to happen, bro. But when the news comes out, I'm reporting it. That's my job. That's my job. Eddie in the house says, Arraez. He'll also have 3 gold gloves to help him out all around him. Yep. Goldschmidt, Volpe, and I mean, DJ's a gold glove winner, but I really don't want to see DJ in this lineup, man. I really don't. From what is and was available, they should have brought Gleyber back. That's the thing that's another good point. That's another good point, Frank. So you didn't bring back Gleyber. So that just tells me one thing. That you are prioritizing getting better defensively in the infield. Because like you said, man, if you don't really care about defense, then you should have brought back Gleyber. The fact that you did not bring back Gleyber. Now, Arraez is a better hitter than Gleyber is, but Gleyber has more pop, all that good stuff. But it's kind of like a contradiction, honestly. If you give away Gleyber Torres because of his defense and his base running, and then you go and get Luis Arraez, who is as poor defensively and can't run the bases. I mean, it's kind of like what are you doing? And Glaber was our leadoff guy. So, you know what I'm saying? It's like, I don't know. It kind of feels like a contradiction to me. D-Rod. That was a good one, bro. That was a good one. Forgot he never won a Gold Glove, but he should have in right field. Who? Talking about Judge? What's up, Michael? Happy New Year to you. Merry Christmas. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you, bro. Why not keep Jazz at third? He's got an incredible arm from what you said. Lux does not. And on top of it, neither of these guys improved the defense. Yeah, I mean, Michael, that's what I'm saying. I think Jazz is the best option at third base if you don't make a trade. Like the third base, like I said, the third base market and the trade market is a little bit more slimmer. I mean, you got the two big heads. You got Nolan Arenado and you got Alex Bregman for third. If you're not going to sign or trade for those two guys, then there's really nobody out there other than Yoan Moncada. Or you're going in-house with Peraza, with LeMahieu, with Cabrera, potentially. Yorbit Vivas can play third as well. So I just think you leave Jazz at third. But all the reports last week, Jack Curry, they all said that the Yankees are looking to move Jazz back to second base. So I don't know, man. It's like they got to figure out what their plan is. I do think this week the Yankees are going to make a move. I think it's either going to be they're making another trade because we talked about the Andrew Velasquez signing last week, how that could potentially mean a trade is on the horizon with more depth pieces now in the farm, or, they just want more competition. What's up, Patrick? You should be getting the slap of doom from the hand of doom for replacing the Mickey Mantle on your mic. Hey, Mickey's right here, bro. Mickey is right here. He's just taking a couple of days off, man. We gotta show love to the captain. He actually has a bat. Mickey Mantle broke his bat, can't find it. But Mickey Mantle took a beating last season. He took a beating on the streams. Eddie's saying Arraez is Glaber with no power, but we have replaced Soto's 40 home runs with Bellinger and Goldie, and Arraez replaces Soto's on-base percentage. I see Cabrera as a late-inning replacement. It's a good point, Eddie. Oh, there's Mickey falling down once again. Good point, though. We don't need power from Arraez. We have the power already. Judge, Stanton, Goldie, Bellinger, Jazz. Those five alone, they all have power. And Wells can smash one too. And then Jason Dominguez, if he's who we think he is, then man, oh man, this team has power all over the place. But yeah, I mean, Eddie, you make a good point. I'm just saying, I just don't know. It just seems like the team is contradicting themselves a little bit with if they're gonna focus on defense and then trade for Luis Arraez. I'm not going to be mad. Don't get me wrong. I'm not going to be mad. I think Arraez would be a nice leadoff hitter. I think Ha-Seong Kim is a better option for the Yankees. I know he's dealing with that shoulder, but Ha-Seong Kim defensively is a way better option than any of these guys. Lux, Arraez. So it's just like they're teeter-tottering on their options right now. I know you are, Patrick. I know, bro. It's good to see you, man. How you doing, man? Happy Monday to you. Oh, Daniel. Wow. There's my guy. There's my boy. Good win. We got 160 in the chat. Thank you all so much, man. Thank you for joining me. Smash the like button. Subscribe if you're new. If you're here for the first time, thank you for joining in on the conversations. We do this all the time here on the channel. And I think this week is going to be filled with a lot of news. But if there's anything else in the works, like as we are live, I'll let you all know. But thank you so much, guys. Let's see. Jay Smitty's in the chat. Rather find a third baseman and have Jazz play second. Jazz and Volpe range-wise would be nuts up the middle. Jay Smitty, I mean, I know they're not going to do this, but Alex Bregman would be awesome. I mean, Alex Bregman would be incredible in this lineup. It's going to be costly, but if you're looking at like upgrading your defense infield wise, Bregman's the guy for me. But I know they're not going to do that. I'd rather Kim, but would be all right with Arraez. Same. No doubt. It's not as cold as your Packers. Yeah, I know. Arraez is still a better option than Correa. That has been rumored to be traded to New York. Correa doesn't play every day and costs $37 million. I don't think a Correa trade will happen. Personally, like you said, he's $37 million, and his contract it's crazy. Let me bring up Correa's contract. There's so many vesting options for Carlos Correa. I don't know where like the rumors came about for this Correa because I didn't see anything happen in the news or anything like that. I just one stream I did, people were just spitballing Correa's name out there, and then from then on it kind of just took off. But like you said, $37 million this year, and then you have all these vesting options. So there is an out after 2028 if none of these kick in. And the vesting options are looking like this. He has a full no trade clause, which he has to waive if he even does get traded to the Yankees. But all his vesting options are about plate appearances. And if he's healthy, that's going to kick in. Like every single year. If he's healthy, that's gonna kick in, man. Or if he's top 5 in the MVP voting, which I don't see happening. But yeah, the contract is definitely out there. No doubt. And shout out to Correa for getting a contract like that. That's crazy. My guy Patrick Franks, member for a whole year now. Let's go. Thank you, bro. Appreciate your support, man. I have a feeling Correa's talk was that nothing was happening. Yeah, that's true, Graham. Pablo Lopez should be traded. He would get a nice return. Yeah, Lopez was another name. I think right now the Yankees' focus is definitely infield, in my opinion. The lefties in the pen and infield for the team would be my next signings if I was in the front office. The Twins will find it easier to move Lopez and Correa, no doubt. Volpe's end of the year stats wasn't much better than Verdugo. Yeah, we brought up Volpe's stats last stream, and I think he's still my breakout of the year for the Yankees. But if he breaks out, then man, this team is gonna be really good next year. What's up? Good afternoon to you, Yankee Kyle. Thanks for being here, bro. Shout out to everyone in the chat right now. I have a feeling Ichiro and CC Sabathia will make Hall of Fame. I think Ichiro definitely is a lock for Hall of Fame, Sean. CC, personally, I don't think he's a first ballot, but I do think he deserves to be in the Hall of Fame. Minnesota needs to offload some salary. Yankees were supposedly interested, but like you, I hope they stay far away. Yeah, I'm not saying Correa is a bad player, but I just personally don't think the Yankees are going to take that $32 million like paying that much for Correa. You add that on top of, Judge's contract, Fried's, Rodon's, Stanton's contract. It's a lot, man. It's a lot for a couple of players. Stop fighting in the chat, guys. Stop fighting. What would Bregman cost? If he's the best option, the Yankees have the money to pay him. I think Bregman turned down 6 years, 156 from the Astros. Bregman's going to cost, he wants $200 million. I don't think he's going to make that much. I think we might see a contract kind of like what Bellinger signed last season with, especially because he's a Scott Boras client. Bellinger signed a 3-year deal with opt-outs every single year. Same with Blake Snell. If he keeps waiting, they're going to get a contract. He's going to get a contract like that. Like a 3-year, maybe 90, no, I don't know, maybe not. Maybe like $80 million contract, $90 million contract. Who knows? With opt-outs every single year. But I don't think there's a world where Bregman's going to get 200. Now I know Boston, they're looking at Arenado. He wants to go to Boston. That's his desired destination. So maybe Boston's looking at a third base because Devers' defense is not the best. Maybe they move Devers to DH. Who knows what their plan is? But I know the Tigers were interested in Bregman. Boston's looking at a third baseman. Graham saying the Yankees are not going to take on Correa's contract and the Twins can't eat. Yeah, that's true. The Twins might be stuck with Correa, man. That's a big-ass contract. Michael's saying Arraez better than Lux. Vic in the house is Jazz playing second or third? Thought the Yankees were set on playing Jazz in second. I did too, personally. You know, Jack Curry and Michael K doubled down on it last week. And it looked like they were moving Jazz to second base and then going after a third base or going in-house for third. But like I was saying, Vic, I think the middle of the infield, you have more options. You have Ha-Seong Kim still available on the market. I don't want these two names, but I'm giving out the free agents. You have Solano, you have Jorge Polanco still out there, and then now you have trade rumors floating around with Luis Arraez, Gavin Lux, Brendan Donovan has been thrown out there multiple times, but I don't think they're going to move on from Brendan Donovan. Come on, guys, stop talking about it. Be nice in the chat. Will the Yankees get both players? I don't think so, John. I think it's either or. Gavin Lux would be the cheaper route. Like I said, Gavin Lux, he's on a very cheap option or a very cheap contract. You get him for 2 years. Compared to Arraez, you're going to have to pay him like 13, 14 mil potentially, only for a 1-year deal. So it's like, do the Yankees want to give up a lot of pieces for Luis Arraez, who could potentially just leave next season, just like Soto did? I don't think it's going to be too much we would have to give up. I would think maybe like 1 or 2 prospects would be my guess. Max, they can get Tanner Scott if they deferred some salary. Yeah, Yankees need some lefties, and Tanner Scott's by far the best out there. I'm shocked that he's still a free agent, dude. I'm shocked that Tanner Scott's a free agent. It's crazy. It is insane. But if you add Tanner Scott to this bullpen, that's a dangerous bullpen, man. Can we have TJ play third? I don't think that's going to be in play. Mario. John says, do not want Lux. These rumors are playing with our emotions. Meanwhile, Cashman is done until spring. I don't think they're done, Action VJ. I don't think they're done. You know, right now it looks like a lot of these teams are waiting on Roki Sasaki, which, you know, that in 9 days is when stuff is going to start heating up for Roki. So I think until the Roki news happens, I think it's going to be all just rumors and talks. But I hope the Yankees make a move this week. Yeah, I know, Aaron. I know he's hurt. He'll probably miss the first month of baseball. But I'm okay with having Cabrera hold down third base for a month. You know, you put Jazz at second, or you leave Jazz on third and then have Cabrera, or, you know, someone in-house play second for a month, and then when Ha-Seong Kim is ready, you just throw him in. I'm okay with that. Maybe Will Warren and Arraez. Or you're talking about Will Warren and Arraez? I don't know if I'd give up those two for Luis Arraez, honestly. I don't think that would. I don't know if I would do that. Yeah, exactly, Arthas. Exactly. Hope you're right, Max. The 2025 side of the hot stove is ice cold. Yeah, it is. It's been really cold. You know, the last big move we made was Paul Goldschmidt. And, I mean, we signed Andrew Velasquez back, but that's really the only 2 moves we made in the last 2-3 weeks. What up, Brian? If they're still free agents, they want way too much money. Yeah, that's what, and majority of these free agents are Scott Boras clients. Like every year. You know, Ha-Seong Kim is a Boras client. Bregman, Santander still out there. I don't think he's a Boras client, though. Roki's not coming to New York. I think Roki might go to the Padres, personally. What's up, Jonathan? How you doing, bro? Arraez with the Yankees would be fire offensive-wise. Yeah, it would be. I mean, they would get 2 birds with 1 stone. You get a leadoff hitter, and then, I mean, you get a guy who can play second, first. But leadoff wise, we would definitely have him. And imagine Arraez, Jazz, or Belly batting second. Then you got Judge batting third, Goldschmidt fourth, Stanton fifth, Belly, Jazz sixth. I mean, there's options, bro. The lineup would be stacked, honestly. Alonso's out there too. Are the Yankees still talking to Padres about Arraez? Yes, they are. Eddie's saying Arraez is not worth 10 or top 10 prospects. I believe a quality move depends on Stroman being. Yeah, that's true, Eddie. Stroman's contract on the books is a very, very important piece to this. The next move, I think, because we got to get underneath that 300 mil threshold. I know Hal wants to be underneath that, and in order to do so, you're going to have to move Stroman's contract. Yeah, we're at 73 likes, Billo. We're at 73 likes, so pour it up, baby. Pour it up. We got 185 in the chat. Keep smashing the like button. Let's see if we get to 100. If we get to 125, I'm going to drop some memberships down on y'all. Some free memberships if we get to 125 while we're live. What are your hopes for Stanton this year, Michael says? We all know he's going to get hurt, Sally. That's what sucks about Stanton. But if Stanton can hit I'm going to say 260. 260, 35 home runs, Michael. Sign me up. Sign me up. And we all know Stanton, when this man just enters the postseason, this guy's just on another level. We watch the Yankees. We see all the frustrating at-bats from this man, Stanton. I get it. But when the postseason starts, this man just goes into another world. But if he hits, I know he hit 233 last year. If he can, let's just go 250. If he hits 250 for us, smacks in 35 home runs, I'll take it, bro. I'll take it from Stanton, honestly. Dominguez in center would be protected by Judge and Bellinger. I personally want Dominguez in center because I want to give the kid the best option or the best chance to succeed. And I think Dominguez in center would be better than Dominguez in left. Bellinger is a better defender or a better fielder. Don't get me wrong, but I just think you got to put him in center field, Dominguez that is, until he struggles, and then you can go from there because Dominguez needs the best opportunity to succeed, in my opinion, and that's being in his true position in center field. We need Judge to show. Yes, we do, Jason. No, that's the biggest thing. That's the biggest thing. Crackle Nuts says, "Does DJ LeMahieu get DFA during the season?" I don't think so. I think LeMahieu would be more DFA. There's a potential of him being DFA next offseason because if you DFA him, say if you DFA him right now, you're eating $30 million. If you DFA him towards the end of the year, it'd be around like 18 mil. And then if you DFA him next offseason, it's $15 million. I think the Yankees are going to hold on to him for one more season and then DFA him next offseason. That's my opinion. Unless he breaks out and has a beast year and DJ's back to being old DJ, which I just don't see that happening, then I do think he'll be DFA next offseason. Nelson in the house says, I like Luis Arraez, hits machine. I hope Yankees get him. Leadoff hitter behind Aaron Judge. That's okay. Yeah, I mean, he'll be your leadoff hitter. It'll be a Judge is going to be batting third in this lineup. But yeah, I mean, on base, doesn't strike out. Definitely be a nice leadoff guy, bro. No doubt. Big G, 260 batting average, 45 home runs. Sheesh, 24 doubles. Damn, Sean. If he hits 24 doubles, then my boy Big G's been working on his speed in the offseason. I don't think 24 doubles will happen for I don't even know how much doubles he had last year, but that would be a hell of a year, Sean, if that happened. Damn, we got some wind blowing, bro. It's about a storm over here. Bro, call me crazy, but this team looks much better than last year's Soto. Who, says Jonathan. I think overall they are a lot better than last year. You got Goldie playing first. Offensively, he's better than Rizzo by far. Like, they kept bringing this up in the hot stove last week. The Yankees team did not have a home run from the first base, position since July 31st last season. Just put that in perspective. Rizzo lost his offense completely. So you add Paul Goldschmidt, you add Bellinger with his left-handed. That swing in Yankee Stadium is going to be lethal, bro. Lethal. And then you have Jazz for a full year. Hopefully we add another infield bat. But Dominguez in a full year healthy. Cross our fingers. Bro, this lineup's looking great right now. Yeah, 3-time batting champ for Arraez off 3 different teams too. That's crazy. Who would you much rather have next offseason, Vladdy or Kyle Tucker? That's a good question, bro. I'd probably say Kyle Tucker, but Vladdy would be amazing. I just think outfielder is very Kyle Tucker and his swing in Yankee Stadium as well. Man, that's a tough question though. That's a very tough question. I think Vladdy is a monster. I think Vladdy is a straight up monster, bro. My guy David Elias in the chat with a $5 dono. Thank you so much. Says you can't replace Soto, but the Yankees picking up Bellinger, Williams, Fried, and maybe Arraez is a better team without Soto. Mets ain't done yet. Thank you so much, bro, for the $5. You are the freaking man. But yeah, I mean, Yankees are making a lot of moves. Like you said, you can't replace Soto. Soto's irreplaceable. He's one of the best players in baseball. It's gonna suck not having him in this lineup. But the fact is, Yankees are making their moves. They traded for Bellinger, Devin Williams, signed Max Fried, signed Paul Goldschmidt. So it's not like the Yankees are sitting there saying, oh, we got the pieces already. We can just slot in these guys. Nope. The Yankees say, no, we're going to be active. No doubt about it. So thank you so much, David. You are the man. Happy New Year to you as well, bro. Let's see the poll question right now. I think, no doubt, I know Luis Arraez is destroying the poll. 11 likes away for one hundo for Bill O, by the way. Bill O, you in trouble. So, yeah, we got 187 votes, 188 now for the poll. Luis Arraez is just destroying it. 77%. So it looks like the Yankee fan base is spoken. Yankee fan base has spoken, and they say Arraez would be a much better piece. The Mets will go all in on Vladdy next year. They will be. A lot of teams will be, Jonathan. Vladdy's a beast. Arraez plays some of the worst defense in the league. We need to improve on defense, not bring in someone worse than Glaber. Brian, that's what I'm thinking too, man. But if you go on defense, I think Ha-Seong Kim is the best option for you, even though he's dealing with an injury. But defensively, he's the best option. Like, his range is crazy. I've seen Ha-Seong Kim make some insane plays in the field. Vivas, Everson, Pereira, and Peraza will get Arraez. All three are more or less ready, and Peraza has no options left. Would you give up three? Would you give up all those for Luis Arraez, though? I wouldn't give up 3 prospects for him, honestly, because Arraez is only on a 1-year deal. Eddie's asking, what grade would you give Cashman? I give B+, and then when he fills in the infield with Arraez and a bullpen, bring back Tim Hill. I would love Tim Hill back here. That is a lot. I wouldn't give up all 3 of those guys for Luis Arraez, honestly. I'd give him a B+. I'm with you, Eddie. I'll give him a B+. I mean, we got a legit closer. Our bullpen is looking great. And then you get Cody Bellinger, Paul Goldschmidt, Max Fried. I mean, they're making moves, bro. I'd say a B+ is spot on for them this offseason. Feel sort of bad for the fans of the Brewers, says Argo. Royals, Twins, Marlins, Padres, Mariners, and the Cardinals, who all spent $0 this offseason. Thus far, Yankees fans, yes, we are spoiled. Had those? I thought it was only I thought Miami was the only team who spent $0. The Royals traded for India. I don't know. I thought it was the Marlins were the only team who spent $0, which they could be in trouble if they don't spend any money. Yeah, that would be great if you add Nardi to the bullpen, and we got to get Stroman off the books, man. What's up, Bob? How you doing, bro? I'm great. I've been doing great, man. How you been doing? A- says Sean for Fried, Williams, Bellinger, and Goldschmidt, plus Cruz from the Reds. That's another underrated move too, Sean. Good pointing that out. We gave up Jose Trevino for one of the best strikeout guys in the league with Fernando Cruz. That's an underrated move that the Yankees made this offseason, for sure. I get the Padres' farm is bare. However, I think they still want to compete. They may also move Dylan Cease, and if so, then Will Warren in a low A prospect. Yeah, I've been hearing that the Padres are looking to move Cease. I've been hearing Luis Castillo potentially could be on the move. Who is it that was looking at Castillo? I got the update before we went live. I know Arenado is looking at the Red Sox. Let me see. Let's see. I had it in my Discord. Orioles. Orioles are looking at Luis Castillo. Seems like our division is just the most active this offseason. I know the Dodgers have been making a lot of moves, and the Mets signed Soto. They re-signed Minaya. They got Clay Holmes. But it feels like our division. The Orioles haven't done nothing, but if they get Luis Castillo, then that's a good move. God damn. Yep, the Cubs are Orioles. What's up, FJE? How you doing? If Cashman gets Luis Arraez, the infield is fixed with contact hitters, and it will give Volpe more time to develop. Goldschmidt is a big pickup for Rice and helping the younger players develop. Yeah, and actually, if you didn't know this, Goldschmidt is wearing number 48 next year, guys. So Rizzo's number is gone. It's going to be Paul Goldschmidt wearing number 48. But I agree with you, bro. You add a veteran, multi-Gold Glove winner in Goldschmidt who can help Rice. Rice, I do think, will be a bench piece for us this year. And the backup, of course, for first base. I'm with you, man. Once Matt Blake gets Cruz in the gas station, he's going to be a beast. Dude, that's what I'm saying, Eddie. That's what I'm saying. He walks a lot of batters, Cruz does, but his strikeouts is just filthy, dude. And it's the splitter that's just straight up nasty on this guy. Matt Blake is going to do wonders with Fernando Cruz. Matt Blake is going to do wonders for this guy. Like I said, if he can fix this, the walks, ground ball percentage is a little scary in Yankee Stadium. We all know that's a little scary. But if he can fix these walks right here, man, 12.2% walk rate last year, which is really bad. But look at this, dude. 109 strikeouts and 66.2 innings. That's filthy, dude. That is insane. Let me see his splits. Post All-Star. Ooh, 5.19 ERA. Yeah, he's got to fix that ERA, and he got to fix that walk rate. 21 walks in pre-All-Star, 14 after. So as long as he fixes that walk issue, then this guy's gonna be a flat out machine in our bullpen. Goldie wearing the same number as Rizzo. No jinx, please. Yeah, right. Please don't have Rizzo's, lack of offense go on to Goldschmidt wearing that same number. Ron saying Matt Blake is a pitching guru. Probably. I agree, dude. I agree. If you look at Matt Blake's his track record, Ian Hamilton was a no-name. He made him look like a flat-out beast in the pen. You see what he's done with Luke Weaver. That should just debunk any other, argument there is with Matt Blake. The way he turned Luke Weaver around, this guy is a beast, Matt Blake. I hope he's here for the long haul, dude, because that guy is a flat-out beast. When a pitcher has a high walk and a high strikeout, means he's more of a thrower. Yeah, I mean, as long as he's keeping that splitter down in Yankee Stadium, because that's a little scary, that ground ball percentage as well. I feel bad for Rizzo. That concussion essentially ended his career. Yeah, I mean, it sucks. Yeah, I loved Rizzo. When we signed Rizzo, I was pumped up for it. But yeah, you're right, Sean. Ever since that, I'm sorry, Action VJ, ever since that concussion, he has not been the same. Matt Blake is going to be a manager very soon. I think so too, Mike. You know, he might be around for a couple more years, but eventually Matt Blake's going to be looked at for a manager. Yeah, Weaver is a beast. I hope this is Cashman's last year, and I have to say he failed getting Soto, but his plan B is every Yankee fan plan B and better. Every pickup is a major improvement. Unfortunately, I don't think Cashman's last year will be this year. I don't think this will be his last year, sadly. But he has been making a lot of great moves, bro. He tried. You can't blame Cashman for not getting back Soto. That's one thing you can't do. They offered him $760 million. Soto just wanted more money. At the end of the day, the Yankees went above their limit. If you would have told me the Yankees would have offered, I thought the Yankees would have a cap after like $600 million. I didn't think the Yankees were going to go above that. But honestly, I didn't think Soto was going to get $765 million. I mean, it's crazy how much money this guy made. But the Yankees went above their limit, it looked like. So I can't blame Cashman for not bringing back Soto. They tried, bro. They tried all they could. I'd rather have Tucker than Soto anyway, says Yo Mama. What's up, man? I would love, like, next offseason is going to be filled with great players, dude. Oh, the Mets are retiring David Wright's number 5. And he's going to go in the Mets Hall of Fame. What's the latest on Roki Sasaki? The latest is I don't think we're going to see anybody, or I don't think he's going to sign until probably January 20th in that area, until after January 15th. But the latest I've heard with Sasaki is he's back in Japan, and him and his agent are discussing what's next, like visiting stadiums, visiting cities, stuff like that. That's the last I've heard, Bob. I would love Roki, though. See things work out in the end. Everyone was fighting, and now all I see is the chat blowing up. Yeah, see? I hope everyone needs to get along. I hate when the chat fights with each other. We're all one happy family, guys. Soto also didn't want to be second to Judge. Without Judge, Soto's numbers will drop. Yeah, he had a career year, Jay Smitty. Soto had a career year being a Yankee. And imagine his career in Yankee Stadium. Soto would probably go down as one of the best players ever with his numbers in Yankee Stadium. I mean, best of luck to him, man. But the fact is, we tried, and he didn't want to be here at the end of the day. That's my thing. People are down on Cashman, but what do people want him to do? He fleeced the Brewers, and he nabbed Cruz, closed on Fried, brought in a solid first baseman, and he's done really well, Graham. I agree with you. He's done really well. It's a shame. Joseph Dream says it's a shame Soto will finish his career. I mean, who knows? He could opt out. He hasn't opted out after his 6th year. He could opt out, man. We'll see. But it does suck that he is with the Mets. I mean, if you think about it, though, he left the Yankees, but he went to the best spot, I would assume, because he's not in our division. He's not in the American League, and he's not with the Dodgers. So he left, but at least he went to the Mets, and he didn't go to like the Boston Red Sox. You know what I'm saying? If Soto went to the Red Sox, I would hate that guy. What up, Roy? If the Yankees trade for Luis Arraez, it needs to come with an extension If not, you risk a 1-year rental again. And he says, "Go Dodgers." What's up, man? I'm with you, Roy. I mean, I wouldn't give up more than 2 prospects for him, and I'm not talking about the top end prospects for the Yankees, because I'm not giving up a lot of a lot of the potential in this farm for another guy that can walk in 1 year. So that's I'm with you, Roy. I'm with you. Let's see. Michael's in the house. All these great players in the hands of Boone. Oh Lord. Over under for Soto next year, 265, 24. I think he's over. I think it's over, but I still think Soto's going to have a good year, just not a career year. What's up, Theo? I've seen the narrative around the Yankees have too many aging players. What are your thoughts? I mean, they do, Theo. The Yankees have a lot of we're an old team. But the fact is, Goldschmidt's on a 1 year. He's 37 years old, so he can walk next season. You know, Judge and Cole they're not getting any younger. DJ LeMahieu, he's making 30 mil. Stanton's up there in age. I mean, it's true. We are an older team. Moneymaker in the house says Judge is a choker, and Soto don't see Judge as a leader because he chokes too much. I don't think that's true. I mean, Judge in the postseason, his numbers don't lie. I can't really defend Judge in the postseason. But I don't think Soto didn't view Judge as a leader. I don't think that's true by any means. Teams are getting to pitch around Soto now without Judge protecting them. Yeah, exactly, Ron. KD in the house. If anything, it'll give us a reliable leadoff that can get on base. Yeah, Arraez would be the for sure leadoff hitter. No doubt. Luis Arraez would be the best leadoff hitter. I mean, Steven Kwan is up there, but Arraez and Kwan are up there for the best leadoff hitters in the game. It says we're not Argo says we're not an old team. We only have 3 80s babies. If it's 2023 Rise, you're good, says Andres. Graham, my point was Soto will have better years. He and Judge were putting up Ruth and Garrick numbers. Yeah. I mean, I don't think we'll see a teammate duo do what Soto and Judge did last year. I don't think we'll see that in a long time. That, like last year, that was just incredible to watch. I know it sucked that we lost the World Series, man, but last year was such a fun year to see those two just do their thing. It was awesome. How long did it take A-Rod to sort out his postseason stats? I know 2009 was a great year for A-Rod. He did struggle a little bit in the postseason, but if it wasn't for 2009, I mean, A-Rod and Matsui that year brought us the championship. What up, Tommy, my guy? Look at Spiffy in that suit. Look at him. Look at Spiffy. Good to see you, bro. Billo says, where we at in likes? Uh-oh. Every 50 likes. Let's see. We're closing in on 125 last time I checked. When we get, we're at 109 right now. If we get to 125, I'll drop some memberships down. But Billo, you better have 2 shots in you. Last year was so much fun. It was fun, KD. Space in the chat says, I can see Judge wanting to come back with a vengeance after last season. I mean, he won the MVP last year, Space. Judge, we all know how great he is during the regular season. This Judge is a beast, but he's got to show us something in that postseason, Space. If Judge goes on a straight-up tear in the postseason and leads us back to the World Series, how sweet would that be? How sweet would that be that if the Yankees and Aaron Judge have a great year? We hit the postseason. Judge goes crazy. Judge does what Stanton did for us last season, and we're back in the World Series. And we can sit there and say, Soto, see? You could have been here with us. And then not only that, we're going to win the World Series, and we're going to just celebrate popping bottles. Oh, my gosh. If Volpe, Wells, and Jason Dominguez can develop and get better as a hitter, this lineup can be so much better. I agree, KD. Like I said, man, Volpe is I'm planting that flag as the breakout of the year for the Yankees. If Volpe can hit 260, 270 for us, raise that on-base percentage up 100 ticks, I mean, Volpe would be If he's on, bro, this team is night and day better. Tommy says I crushed my toe at work on Saturday. Ooh, my God. You don't got steel toes on, brother? Damn, I'm sorry to hear that, bro. I know that's painful. This year will be better, and the boys will have a chip on their shoulder for sure. You already know. You already know, dude. And shout out to the 259, man. If you are new here, hit that subscribe button. I cover the Yankees all year round, and during the season, I call the games. So if you want to come in and join us as the games go on, I'll be covering spring training as well. So hit that subscribe button, guys. Thank you for tuning in, and thank you for joining the conversations today. Argo saying, you know what I'm thinking, trade for Luis Arraez and still sign shoulder surgery Ha-Sung Kim to a 1-year deal. Yeah, Argo, that would be awesome. You add more depth pieces to this infield. And like I said, I would love Ha-Sung Kim. And I wouldn't mind having Cabrera play for at least a month every day until Ha-Sung Kim is ready to go. I would not mind that at all. Because Ha-Sung Kim could be the leadoff hitter for this team as well. K Zilla saying we should get Dylan Cease and Luis Arraez and sign Hill and maybe Scott A+ season. We get Cease. If we get Cease, then Heel and Stroman's got to. I don't know. I don't want them to trade Heel. Maybe Schmidt and Stroman would have to get traded if they go out there Cease. Honestly, I wouldn't mind giving up Schmidt and Stroman for Cease. Honestly, I don't think they'll take that whatsoever. But what up, Ambio? I go to Arizona, trade for Alec Thomas and Bregman instead of Arraez with our current rotation in that infield with Bregman. That's what I've been saying, Ambio. I think Bregman would be amazing in his lineup, dude. Bregman would be amazing in his lineup. I know they're not going to do it. That's why I don't really talk about it. But, oh my God, dude. He would for sure this infield, no doubt about it. Anthony in the chat, the lineup is not better, but because it's hard to replace Soto, I feel it's more complete. Yeah, exactly, Anthony. It's like, good word. It's more complete because it's hard to replace Soto. There's no way you're replacing Soto, you know? But it's overall more complete as a lineup. And we're not done yet. Like I said, if they make a trade and get somebody else, I do think they need to make one more trade for a bat, an infield bat. And if they do that, add it to the other moves we made, and this lineup's full, bro. This lineup is, if you, on paper, because I'm waiting for that last move to be made, but I'm going to look at the lineup on paper right now. You know, take away the second base position, but right now, you know, you have Volpe, Bellinger, Judge, Goldschmidt, Stanton, Jazz, Rice, Dominguez. I mean, damn, I'm throwing out names, bro. I'm looking at, I'm just visualizing all those names can make something happen with the bat. Volpe, we'll see. He needs to. But hey, man, I'm telling you, on paper. What up, Mike? How you doing, bro? Thanks for popping in. And shout out to my guy, Peter. Thank you for hitting that subscribe button. Welcome to the family. Thank you so much, bro. Lonnie in the house, do you think the Yankees will get are you talking about Lux? Gavin Lux is who you're referring to, Ronnie? If Bregman were lefty, then he's better for Yankees. Yeah, his swing potentially could people are a little concerned about Bregman's swing in Yankee Stadium because you already know he loved the Crawford boxes in Houston. But I think Bregman definitely he's still a great player, dude. Like defensively, he's a beast. The Padres won't take Stroman unless we eat a huge chunk of the contract. I know. And that's why I said they're not going to take that trade, but Belly and Goldie rebound. Dominguez takes a step, and if we get Arraez, the lineup is crazy good. I agree, man. I agree. Like, no matter what, I will say this, guys. No matter what, this year coming up is going to be a fun year. I know. I just feel it, man. This year is going to be a good year for the Yankees. I think we have the team to get back to the World Series. Do I think the Yankees have the best team? No, I don't, because unfortunately, a team over there in LA, the Dodgers are still better than us. Like you gotta be real with ourselves here. The Dodgers are still the better team, but American League wise, the Yankees have the best team in the American League by far. And I keep saying this, like, there's going to be teams like the Guardians that's going to be up there. The Royals are going to be good again. The Red Sox are going to be better. I think the Red Sox are the second best team in this American League East. Honestly, their pitching is good. Do they have the offense though? You know, Orioles haven't done much. I think the Texas Rangers are going to be a really good team this year. The Astros, I don't think they're going to be good, man. It feels like the Astros are trying to like restart. You know what I'm saying? Especially if they lose Bregman. I think the Astros take a huge hit. But look, like, I know Bregman's 260 batting average, but I would take that. I mean, last year, the Yankees, if he was in our lineup last year hitting 260, I'd take that. If I'm not mistaken, the Yankees averaged like 250 last year as a team. His 453 slug, you know, we all know about the left field, 768 OPS, a little bit down than his, you know, he's a career 849 OPS. But look at this, man. The range on, not the best arm strength, but his range is crazy over there on third base. Like, Bregman would be awesome, dude. It's not going to happen. I keep saying it. If it does happen, I'd be shocked. But Bregman would be awesome for this defense, for the infield. Dude, Theo, I don't think anybody wants another 2023, bro. Oh, my God. That year was just painful. First and foremost, it was painful to call most of those games in 2023, bro. I mean, we were rolling out Billy McKinney, IKF in center, Frenchie Cordero on right, Willie Calhoun as our DH. Like, golly, that year was just awful. With all the shifting the Yankees do, they can go after a quality shortstop because your third baseman literally is playing short in the shift. Well, they missed out on a quality shortstop, Eddie. Adames would have been my guy. Willie Adames would have been a crazy great add to this lineup. And, you know, we all saw the updates. Oh, well, that was Yankees plan B was Willie Adames. And then the Giants said, no. Let me jump on this right now. But, I mean, Ha-Seong Kim can play short. Not saying he will, but I'm saying he can. Only took 50 years of free agent for the Dodgers to arrive at the Yankees level, and it took a hedge fund to do it. Yeah, you don't think Willie Adames is worth the contract in overpay? I forgot what he got paid. Let me bring up his contract real quick. I personally like Willie Adames a lot, man. But I forgot what he got paid, so let me bring it up. Let's see. Oh. I don't think that's I mean, they kind of backloaded the contract for Willie Adames. So he's making 13 this year and next year, and then it's 31 mil. Oof. That's a lot. You're right. I mean, I don't think I'd pay Willie Adames 31 million bucks. But damn, why they backload it like that? And he has a no trade clause as well. Yeah, that's interesting. Good for him. Good for him. Yeah, Willie Adames is clutch in the playoffs. Dude, he's been good. Adames has been good for a couple of years now. D-Ross says, if you don't want another 2023, letting the kids play is unlikely. Yep. Me and Ace are going to talk about it, Theo. It's all depending on my schedule, man. It's hard right now. I got to balance everything. I got to balance streaming. I got to balance spending quality time with the Hand of Doom, Miss Sydney, and I got to balance work as well. So we're going to discuss it, Theo. Adames for the Giants is a good move. Who they can pay with him, their fans are in almost panic mode. They are. Yeah, I mean that is kind of crazy. I ain't gonna lie to you, Hunt. I didn't know the contract was set up like this. Like I wouldn't pay $31 million for Willie Adames. I like him. He's good, but I don't think he's $31 million good, honestly. 24, 22, right? Maybe, but that's a lot. That's a lot. That's crazy. Since you're balancing so many things, Max, maybe you should try juggling. Oh, dude, I can't do that. No way. I stink at juggling. I stink. I don't even try. So as we were live, I don't think anything happened. Yeah, nothing's happened so far. I'm checking my phone. So we didn't miss any moves. Yeah, Salty, I agree. That's a good point out by Hunt, because I didn't know his contract was set up like that. That's insane. That is insane, no doubt. I tried once and it you broke your nose or something, didn't you? Let's see. I want to give out some memberships, man. Let's get to 125 on the likes. Oh, we got there. Let's go. Let's go. All right. If you're not subscribed, do so. Subscribe right now. You might get a free membership. And if you're on the prize wheel, if you're 21 and up, if you're on the prize wheel tier, you're entering giveaways every single month. Every single month. And when I get to 10K, I'm giving away a jersey. So tell a friend to tell a friend. Share out this channel. Share out everything, bro. Because I want to give away some jerseys. I've done it before. I've done it at 1K, at 2.5K, at 5K, and I want to do another one at 10K. Okay? So make sure you are subscribed, because I'm about to drop some memberships down on y'all's head for being awesome, for helping me, for supporting me by smashing that like button. Thank you. Goats in the chat. Goats in the chat. Yeah, you got to, Jonathan. You might have a second shot. Thank you, Mark. I appreciate you. Scalibur, thank you so much. All right, you ready? Before I drop some memberships down, hold on. Let me check this poll. 300 votes on the poll. Look at that, baby. Luis Arraez, 76%. Whoosh. So it looks like Arraez has won. All right, let's drop some memberships down. Make sure you are subscribed. Make sure you're allowed. Gifts are on. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Boom, shakalaka. Who's going to get him? Who's going to get him? How come they can get Correa? I don't think they can get Correa, Jeffy, honestly. I don't think they can get Correa. We got Richard Lee on the squad. We got Raziel, William, Hurst. I think there's one more still out there. One more membership. Let's go. Max about to make it rain. You damn right. What's up, Marshall? How you doing, bro? John Hollis. Good to see you, bro. Max Free will be a beast the whole rotation. Max Free is going to be a monster, dude. Max Free is going to be a monster. How come there's only 4? We got... Okay, Kevman was the last one. Let's go. Welcome to the family. Welcome to the squad, guys. Thank you, guys. Let me bring up Max Fried real quick, bro, because this guy's going to be a machine for us. Of course, health is going to be the number one thing, like always, but Max Fried is going to be a monster in this rotation. I think so too. Correa's still got ankle issues. From what I've heard, he's fully healthy, but he has some issues in the past, man, because he failed physicals from the Mets. You know what I'm saying? Remember, he failed that physical. Arraez helps Judge, says Bill. I mean, Arraez would help the whole team getting on base. Yeah, Cole and Fried, bro. The 1-2 punch. I agree, Bill. He would help the whole lineup getting on base. He would help the whole lineup. Ambio, I'm with you, bro. I'd get Bregman instead of Correa too. I'm with you. Oh, you got the day off because of the weather? Oh yeah, dude, that snowstorm is coming. It's rainy here, but you know, I live in the South. I live in Florida. So it's gonna be cold as hell down here, by the way. Like they're talking about I have like a 20% chance of snow. It's not gonna happen. But that's how cold this like storm is gonna make it. Let's see. We have like look at Max Fried right here though. Perfect pitcher for Yankee Stadium with the ground ball percentage. One of the best ERAs since, I think, 2020 or 2019, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, January is going to be very cold, man. Let's see. I want to look up his righty. I want to look up this splits right here. So against righties, he has a 103 whip. Against lefties, he struggles a little bit more. Gives up 5. Damn. And 32.2 innings of work. He's given up 5 home runs against lefties. Oh yeah, it's windy. I can if my connection goes out, man, it's because this wind is picking up where I'm at. All right, let's look up his numbers as a whole. But look at this, dude. Yeah, since 2020, he had a 2.25 ERA, then a 3.04, 2.48, 2.55, like 3.20. Like, look at these numbers, bro. Look at these numbers right here. Like, Fried is going to be a beast in this rotation. He just has to stay healthy. And majority of his injuries are like blisters. I know he's had a hamstring issue. He did have a forearm issue. I'm in Florida. He did have a forearm issue. In Virginia, we're getting hit with ice and snow. Damn. So you guys are snowed in right now, huh? Max in the chat. Good first name, by the way. If we get Luis Arraez in a trade, would Stroman be included? I don't think so, Max. That would be ideal. That would be ideal, but I just don't think the Padres take on that contract, honestly. You live by the river? Not really, D-Rod. I live more inland. Have you even heard that Yankees has called about Ha-Seong Kim? I haven't heard anything about the Yankees being interested in Ha-Seong Kim, bro. No, I haven't heard anything. His market is very quiet right now. Remember, guys, that Correa contract has 4 years vesting options that will kick in if he plays over 30. Yeah, like all his vesting options, Ambio, are plate appearances related. Padres need a starter too, so we can send Stroman to San Diego, Max. But the thing is, they're cheap, dude. The Padres aren't trying to spend any more money. That's why maybe if we take on some of that contract, maybe if we eat up $5 million of Stroman's contract, maybe they take it. But like I said, I hope. Hey, if we can send Stroman to the San Diego Padres, do it. I just personally think they're not going to take on that full contract. I think the reason why a lot of teams are hesitant on Stroman is because that vesting option. His option next year, if he pitches for 140 innings this year, Stroman does, that third year kicks in for $18.3 million. So some teams might be a little concerned about that. You know what I'm saying? Say if Stroman pitches for 145 innings and his ERA is 5.50 or something like that. Now you're stuck with him next year as well. So that's why I say, a lot of teams are very hesitant on that Stroman's contract. Healthy, and you pair him up with Cole, bro. I'm telling you, Jonathan. Yeah, Elias said the Padres have no interest. I don't think they will either. I do know they want pitching, but they're. I don't know if this is true or not, but I think they're fielding calls on Dylan Cease because I'm sure they don't want to pay Dylan Cease, which is crazy because Dylan Cease is a beast. But Michael King is also there. Is Michael King a free agent next year as well? The Padres might be in trouble. The Padres might be in deep trouble. Yeah, so Cease is a free agent next season. Damn. Nice, Billo. You're enjoying life right there, baby. Padres are trying to shed money. They are paying Bogarts $26 million a year for the next. Yeah, that contract was terrible, dude. I like Bogarts, but he's not worth all that money, man. Honestly, in my opinion, Max Boris trying to pitch Kim to the Yankees. Cashman and Howe are pissed at Boris and how they painted the organization. I'd be surprised if they get anyone from Boris this offseason. Yeah, I mean, I don't think they're going to get Kim. I just think it makes sense that they look at Kim, but How much are they trying to? How much is Kim trying to make, especially coming off an injury? I would assume he's only going to get a 1-year deal, but so let me look up. So Cease is a free agent next off season. God, next off season is going to be insane, guys. There's going to be so many good talent, like so many good players out there. Michael King, yeah, Michael King's a free agent next year too. Wow, dude. So the Padres, they might be in some, they got to move somebody. They got to get some pieces. There's no way they can afford King and Cease. What's interesting is that King and Cease make some money. Well, I just checked, so they're estimating King to get 10.7 million, which is cheap as hell for a pitcher. But he's gonna dude, if King has another great year like he did last year, he's gonna get paid, man. Yeah, he is a beast, dude. AAC, he's a beast. That was one name that we traded away that kind of like was like, damn, with the Soto deal. Because I really like Michael King. And good for him, dude. Like I will still root for King no matter what. If you think about it, Higashioka and Michael King both had a great year with San Diego. Let's see, Eddie says, I would like to see the Yankees bring back King. They could. Eddie, they could. I know King didn't want to get traded. John, what about Alec Bohm? Lineup looks stacked with him in it. I think the Yankees clubhouse could straighten him out. Peraza and Stroman for Bohm. Hey, John, if that's the case, I'd make that trade right now, honestly. If it was only Peraza and Stroman, sign me up. Sign me up. I like Bohm a lot too, man. That's a name that I always forget to like mention during the trade markets because it's such an early report in the offseason that Alec Bohm was potentially on the move. The Phillies are interested in trading him. I'm with you, dude. I would love Alec Bohm in his lineup. And you get him for 2 years. He has 2 years of control, and you get an above average hitter who's averaging 277 in his career, and then a 448 slug last year, 780 OPS, and then a above average glove. I know, like you said, he's a hot-headed, tempered guy, but Bohm would be awesome. And Beers in the chat. What's up, man? Surprised the Yankees haven't tried to move Grisham. He can be a starter on many clubs. Pay way too much money for him to come off the bench. Yeah, he's getting $5 million per. He's getting $5 million per. So that's another name that the Yankees I've been hearing that could be on the move as well. If they trade away Grisham and Stroh, that's potentially $23 million freed up. That's if you don't eat up any of that money. But if they can move those two contracts, I mean, I would be okay with it. What is Cease making? Yeah, it's similar to King. So they're estimated Cease to get like 13 million per from arbitration. Higgy was on a contract year and he got paid. Dude, he's with the Rangers now. Good for him. Good for him. Are the remaining big name free agents Boris clients? Yeah. Bregman's a Boris client. Pete Alonso's a Boris client. Who else? Oh, Ha-Sung Kim. I don't think he's not a big name, but he's a good player still out there. He's a Boris client as well. Santander is not. I don't think he is. I could be mistaken. So Steve says, if you were a GM one day, who would you get? Like if I was a GM right now, who would I? I mean, I would probably go after Bregman, which I know they're not because of Sasaki. And if you sign Bregman, he's on a QO, so you would have to give up draft picks and some international free agent money. But I would probably either try to trade for Bohm or go after Bregman if I was a GM. But I would be scared to be a GM. Y'all might hate me. So I don't want y'all to hate me. Like I make one move and everyone's on Twitter saying, screw Max. Screw him. Such a dumb move. I trade for Brendan Donovan, says Stephen B. Yeah, Donovan would be another great name to have. John saying, I want Bohm and Tanner Scott. That would be... Imagine that, dude. Imagine that. Tanner Scott in this bullpen, I keep saying, would be nasty. I mean, you have Loiz go back. You still have Ian Hamilton, Mark Leiter Jr. You have Luke Weaver now as the lead off or the setup guy. And now you have Devin Williams. If you have Tanner Scott to that mix, golly, filthy. I would get Bregman. You aren't getting the Japanese player and give up draft picks, says Barry. I mean, it's going to be interesting to see what the Yankees do after the Roki stuff. After Roki, if he signs elsewhere, this is after January 15th. Maybe the Yankees say, screw it, let's go after Bregman. Maybe. We'll see. Now, does Bregman last that long in free agency? I mean, that's what, 9-10 days away? The shift in the house. My guy, happy belated birthday to you as well, bro. He says, I know they would hate me if I was a GM. I would be terrified if I was a GM, bro. I mean, I would be attacked probably on Twitter day in and day out. I would be petrified if I was a GM. I don't want the fan base to hate me. Bryson Stott would be a good. He's a decent player too, and he has one of the best walk-up songs in the whole league. You know I'll be A-okay. You know I'll be A-okay. Living in this big, big world. You know that song? Bro, imagine that song walking up to Yankees. Like, every time, if we had Bryson Stott on the team, and every time he'd walk up to the plate, and the whole crowd is just singing that song. Man, the Yankee Stadium would be incredible. I think the Yankees are targeting Tucker. I do too. Oh, thank you so much, bro. Thank you, man. I'm sorry if I blew out some eardrums. I didn't mean to. I'm so sorry. I know some of y'all are probably like, golly, what is this guy doing? But thank you. Thank you for the kind words, man. How can you not want a 300 hitter, Luis Arraez? Like I said, it wouldn't piss me off if we got him. I just prefer defense, honestly. I prefer defense. I want this team to get better defensively, and I want guys who can run the bases. That's what I want. But it wouldn't upset me if Arraez came to the Yankees by any means. Oh, thank you. Shahid, thank you so much. And thank you for subscribing. You are the man. Barry. What up, Jacob? How you doing? What channel is the Guardians will be on next? I have no idea, man. I have no idea. If I was a GM, Arraez and Helsley the next day. Okay. Yeah, Helsley's a flamethrower. I know the Cardinals, that's a team that's been, in the whole trading market, it seems like, are they going to trade away Donovan? Are they going to trade away Arenado? Are they going to trade away some of these bullpen pieces? Who knows? And Billo, if you're still in the chat, we're at 150 likes now, so you better pour up another shot. Every 50 likes, Billo takes a shot for us. Ken says, I want a player that can make contact and improve crappy situational hitting. So you want Luis Arraez. You want Luis Arraez. I know, Ken. I'm with you, though. See, it's like we're just nitpicking here. Would we all be happy with Arraez in his lineup? Yes. I think we will. I think all of us would be happy, right? But then at the end of the day, we all want the same thing, and we all want to see this defense and base running improve. So do you sign Arraez, or I'm sorry, do you trade for Arraez who can't really run, who can't really field, but but with the bat, he can knock in some runners, he can get on base, he's your leadoff guy. You know what I'm saying? It's like damned if we do, damned if we don't. We can't have the best of both worlds at the end of the day. That's the thing. We can't have the best of both worlds. We could sure as hell try, but we can't. So I wouldn't be upset. I wouldn't be upset. Jose Medina in the chat says, I'm late, but I'm here. Arraez gives us legit bat and lead off to battle with, but defense equals Glaber. Exactly. So it's like, damned if you do, damned if you don't. You're going to have to, you're improving somewhere, but your defense isn't going to improve. My guy, Frankie, bag of donuts. Thank you so much for the $5 dono. You are the man. He says, I'm hearing that the Yankees might trade for Arraez and Gavin Lux instead of those two players Couldn't they instead trade for Jake Cronenworth or Brendan Donovan? Frankie, I personally, they want to go out there Cronenworth because they would have to take on his contract. And let me see what he's making right now. I know he's making a pretty hefty amount because the Padres signed him too. But I don't even know if the Cardinals are interested in trading Brendan Donovan either, man. You know, that's a name that we keep bringing up, but the Cardinals really haven't expressed his name out there in the trade markets. So Cronenworth is making $12 million per, and he's a free agent in 2020 or 2031. And he has an 8-team no trade list, which I don't know the teams. So I would assume the Yankees don't want to take on that contract for Cronenworth. And like I said, Arraez is a free agent next year, which it would suck because I don't know what we have to give up to get him. And Gavin Lux, you get 2 years of control with him on very cheap. But hey, bro, thank you so much for the $5, man. That's my guess would be why the Yankees wouldn't go out there Cronenworth. Yeah, they need great base running. I agree. Brooks says Luis is way better than Gleyber. Yeah, they're talking more of his defense. Like with the bat, Gleyber Torres, he has better pop. Don't get me wrong. Gleyber Torres has better pop, but if you're talking about getting on base, like on base percentage wise, Luis Arraez is way better than Gleyber Torres. And he's a 3-time batting champion. Slack in the house is a batter that could bat 350 and has won 3 back-to-back batting titles. He's too good of a hitter. I've been wanting Arraez for years with us. Yeah, it's like I said, his defense is below average. So I'm not saying I don't want him. I'm just pointing out what the pros and cons would be if we get Arraez. Like you said, he's a great hitter. He's a 3-time batting champion, but he would have to play the field for us because Stanton's our DH. Now, Stanton usually gets hurt almost every single year. So it's like a matter of, not if, but when he gets hurt, sadly. But that's the only thing. And running the bases is not his forte either. But I wouldn't be mad. I really wouldn't be mad, guys. Cardinals love Donovan. They won't trade him. If they did it would take heel. Yeah, like I said, I don't think they're going to trade him either. Maybe a deadline. He could be a deadline trade. Ronald in the house. What's up, man? Nobody wants Cronenworth. That was a goofy extension by the Padres. Yeah, that was kind of suspect. Castillo Donovan was part of the Cardinals and Mariners trade. And now the Orioles want Castillo, supposedly reported. Arraez only getting about $13.7 million this year, which is where it looks really attractive, especially if you offload Stroh and some or if not all of his contract and or Grisham. Yeah, no doubt. I mean, I know for a fact that's the number one thing the Yankees are working on right now is trying to get Stroman off his books. I keep saying I don't hate Stroman. It's nothing like that, but to make the next big move for this team, we got to get Stroman's contract off the books. We have to. You know what I'm saying? So like right now, I know they're trying to get Stroman off the books. They're trying. But like I said, that vesting option, that 3rd year option, that's what's scary for a lot of these teams. Yeah, I'm not in on Disney right now, D-Rod. I sold off my Disney stock. What's up? Hey, appreciate you, Marlon. Thank you for subscribing, Brian. Thank you for subscribing. Welcome to the family, guys. Appreciate you guys. Shout out to everyone. We got 240 in the chat right now. Y'all are awesome. I'll be alive for about 20 more minutes. I'll be live for about 20 more minutes because I got to go get my Invisalign. Your boy's about to get Invisalign today. So tomorrow, if I'm slurring a little bit, it's because I'm still getting used to that Invisalign, man. Yeah, Bob, this is a Judge. We got Judge on the mic, bro. And he has a bat. He has a bat, bro. Unfortunately, Stroman is only a first half pitcher. Second half, his ERA goes through the window. No doubt, Eddie. That's what sucks. Like, I'll bring it up again. Like, The numbers don't lie with Stroman. This is what he is. This is his career. It's not just for last season. It's for pretty much every single year he's had. He's a first half guy. He starts off very strong. And then when the season progresses, it's just like he falls off a cliff. Like post All-Star, he had a 5.98 ERA last year with us. Only 49.2 innings from 11 games. I know the infield defense did not help him out a couple of games. I get all that. But he just, I don't know what happens with this guy, man. I really don't. John White in the chat says Profar is a free agent, right? Maybe he's an all-star again. He is a free agent. Profar is a free agent. I don't know if the Yankees are in on him. Profar can play infield. He hasn't played infield in a while. I think Ken told me last time he played infield was 2021. But he coming off a career year. What does his contract look like, though? What does Profar want? You know? Bill Stores, D-Rod. Jesse in the chat. Yankee fans don't get to see Lux often, but he would be a great addition. He was solid the second half of the year. I don't think the Dodgers should trade Lux. He has a big ceiling once he's fully recovers. Yeah, I mean, Lux, he tore that ACL in 2023. From the reports last week was saying the Dodgers want Mookie Betts on short and Gavin Lux playing second base with Hai-Sung Kim as their utility guy. But as soon as that trade happened, as soon as they signed Kim, people are throwing out Gavin Lux as a potential piece that the Yankees could get. He would be the cheaper option. Like I said, Gavin Lux would be a 2-year guy. You have 2 years of control with Gavin Lux. More than $1 million Profar made last year. Oh, yeah. Profar is going to want, I'm saying like year-wise, he probably wants like a 3-year contract. I would say like 3-year, $50 million maybe potentially. Probably more. Who knows? So Ken's saying Profar wants 3 years, $15 million per. I don't think the Yankees are willing to do that, honestly. Reports are saying Tanner Scott is getting offers in the $20 million AAV range. I mean, that's what he wants. Tanner Scott's a beast, dude. He's a beast. Would I pay $20 million? I'd be a little hesitant, honestly. But I really like Tanner Scott a lot, man. West Coast Yankee fan. That's what I'm talking about. One of these guys will be a Yankee today. It's all over YouTube and social media. It wouldn't shock me. It wouldn't shock me. I mean, I hoped it would happen during the live stream, honestly. But yeah, it wouldn't shock me. Something not today, but maybe this week. Something's gonna happen. When you hear some ruffle, when stuff happens on a Monday, something's gonna happen this week. Like I said, we're a little over a month away until pitchers and catchers report. We're 45 days away, baby. 45 days away until we see some baseball on our televisions. 45 days away. I know I know it looks far away from now, but no. These 45 days are going to go by in a snap of a finger. Let's go, man. If Scott is getting offers at 20 million per, take the offer. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, D-Rod. Good for him. Scott has the same agent as A-Rod did. Kzilla saying 1 good season and a career 230 hitter. No thank you on Profar. Yeah, like I said, he had his career year. Good for him. I hope he gets paid. I'm saying? I like to see guys that have like a nice breakout year and they get paid. I'm saying? Like, good for them. But I mean, the charts look great for him. The charts look great. Doesn't swing and miss often. Doesn't chase a lot of pitches outside. Doesn't strike out too many times. He draws a lot of walks. Like, talking about on base percentage wise, he had a 380 on base. That's top 10 in the league. That's top 10 in the league right there. Bill, thank you so much for hitting that subscribe button. Wilkin, thank you so much. Y'all are the GOATs. Thank you so much. Welcome to the family. We're all counting down the days, Norma. I cannot wait. All I know is the Yankees need to win this year's World Series. Facts, Charles. Facts. They gotta win this year, man. They tasted it. We fell short because defense stunk. Base running stunk. You know what I'm saying? Like, we gotta get over the hump. We gotta win it. So you asking what's Arraez's on base? So we had 384 pro far, and he had a 346 last year. Mainly it's because he doesn't draw walks. That's the thing. Like, if Arraez would draw more walks, his on base would go up. But I mean, the year prior, he had a 393 on base. So let me see how many. Yeah, the walks were a little bit better in 2023. In 2022, they were average. Arraez is just seeing the pitches and swinging for him, man. Yeah, 372 on base his career. His astrology charts are good too. His moon is over Venus. Yeah, you're into astrology, bro. I bet you got some crystals too, right, D-Rod? Yeah, so Profar has a 331 on base career. Tucker will be a Dodger next year. Kyle Tucker? I don't think so, man. You guys signed back Teoscar Hernandez. I don't think. I mean, hey, the Dodgers are signing everybody, so it could happen, but I honestly don't. I don't think so. My guy Billo says, I'm doing one more shot and I'm out of here, guys and gals. Sorry. Got to go meet a lady friend for lunch. Ooh-wee. I'm talking about, Billo. Let's go. Go get you some. Let's go, man. Thank you, bro. D-Rod. Oh, Zach Miller? No. We're going to be... Hey, it's going to suck without Soto, but we're going to be all right. We're going to be all right. I know we are. It's not the easiest guy to replace in the world, and he's irreplaceable. But I think we're gonna be okay, man. Argo saying, Max, how is batting average not valued as much when that is the ingredient for on base percentage? Analytics is overthinking and underrating the obvious. I think, I mean, I still like seeing a batting average over 270 personally, but like a lot of these teams just care about them getting on base. They care about walks. They care about just. I like batting average. I don't know why teams don't look at it as more valued. I'm with you, Argo, but the analytics of this sport that we love is just getting on base, like the walks and all that stuff is what they look at. Thank you, Eddie. I appreciate you, bro. Thank you, man. Yeah, like tomorrow. So unless any big news comes out today, like after I get off live today, I won't be back till tomorrow, guys. But if any news breaks, I'll be here. Unless I'm at my dentist appointment. So thank you, Miss Norma. You as well. Appreciate you guys. And shout out to everyone in the chat, man. We got 222 still going strong. You guys are the best, man. Happy Monday to you all. First pitch single versus 10-pitch walk. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, Bob. You wear out the pitcher. You draw the walk. Exactly. I'll say this. Soto is a lucky man. If the Rocket or the Goose had still been on the bump for us, he would have got worked over. Yeah, Clemens ain't scared to throw inside. Jesse says Invisalign works. Yeah, I hope so, Jesse. I don't really need it, but I just wanted it. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to see another high strikeout rate hitter. No, I don't either. Like, Profar wouldn't be bad. It's just like he played, like, let me bring it up again. I think last season he played just way more in outfield. Let's see. Last season, Profar, yeah, he only played first base twice. He DH 8 times, and he played left field 148 times. That's the concern with Profar with me. Unless we move, right now our outfield is Bellinger in center or left, wherever you want to. Dominguez in center or left, wherever you want to put him, and Judge and right. Like, I know Profar, he can play the infield, but he hasn't played the infield. So I don't want another guy that's in his second position. right? I think so too, Steve. I think so too. D-Rod might be cheaper for me. You're man. All right. Well, guys, I'm gonna head out. I gotta get ready for this dentist appointment, but y'all are the best. Thank you so much for joining me. All the new subscribers, all the OGs, all the members, all the mods, thank you so much. If you enjoy the stream, if you're new, hit that subscribe button on the way out. Appreciate you. All the OGs, you already know. Thank you so much for the support. We had David Elias with a $5, Frankie Bag of Donuts with a $5 dono. Thank you so much for those. Thank you, guys. You know, we're counting down the days until spring training, till pitchers and catchers report. And like I said, I'll be back. If anything happens crazy, I'll be back talking more about it. But if not, I'll see you all tomorrow. It's always love, peace, chicken grease on Max Covers TV. I'm out here, guys. Peace. And always go Yankees.